the 1970s, deep within the era of the nuclear arms race between the United States and the USSR, there was a totally different arms race going on in the background between three great Swiss rivals, Omega, Heuer and Breitling. All three tussled to come up with their own weapon of mass destruction, an engineering tool watch that would blow all the others out of the water. The Heuer Calculator was Jack Heuer's own hydrogen bomb, measuring in at an awesome 45mm across, not to mention the amazing heft. This is one wristwatch you wouldn't forget to take off before hitting the shower. If you know your watch history, you'll know tool watches have a long and varied history since Cartier first designed the modern purpose-built wristwatch in 1904. Since then, watches have evolved by introducing features that were increasingly tailored to satisfy customers and their needs. The 1970s were no different. Evolution continued to plumb, new materials were integrated into wristwatches, and they got bigger, heavier, and thicker. The Heuer Calculator was one of the biggest, thickest watches in the company's catalogue. It was basically a cushion case Heuer Altavia on steroids. Think of Arnie with the bulging veins and the serial killer haircut. This was not a watch to swing about in the air, otherwise you might just be arrested for possessing a dangerous weapon. The 2-register subdial layout is there, and the orange hands are very recognisable for the Heuers in that period, but that's where the similarities end. The case back, whilst being very generic, missing the Heuer shield or the watch serial number which appeared on many watches offered by Heuer during the time, is quite deep, adding a further layer to the watch when it sits upon the wrist. There were different variants of the Heuer Calculator available, one with a black dial, others with blue dials. The Heuer Calculator was powered by Calibres 15 and 11 and the Valjoux 7740 during its various inceptions. The one constant, much like the Monaco which was self-winding and automatic, was the placing of the crown on the offside of the case to the pushers on the left-hand side, reminding the wearers these were not hand-winding. A very nice, quirky detail pointing to the heritage of the company. Now the standout feature of the calculator, the bezel, is a very interesting and cool mechanism. The slide rule bezel itself is split, with the inner bezel staying still whilst the outer parts rotated to the calculating position. Although it may take an engineering degree earned in the 70s to truly utilise it, the benefit afforded by having a mechanical calculator on the wrist was just plain awesome. There isn't a tremendous amount of information out there on the Heuer Calculator, but they really are a very collectible breed of tool watch. The original price of this beast in the 1970s was a hefty $300, and these days you can safely add another zero to that figure. So there you have it, the Heuer Calculator, one of the strangest, weirdest and quite frankly funkiest tool watches of yesteryear. What do you think? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below and take a look at some of my other watches at thewatchkitty.com.